All right, for the tools I used a 3/8 ratchet here, paired up with a 6mm 3/8 drive Allen key. I used the OEM Ducati Tools 4mm Allen key set. On my little Duralast multi-tool here, I used the 4mm, the 5mm, and then the 6mm. And then I used a few zip ties that came in the kit, and I used a little knife to cut away at those zip ties. You could use a pair of snippets, a pair of dikes, or even some scissors that can reach up in there. But that was just used for a little bit of a wire clutter. You're gonna remove these few 4mm Allen keys. It's gonna be here, 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 and back here. And then there's gonna be one way back here. There you go. It's just a couple of 4mm Allen key sets that's right underneath the tail end of the section. So the only tricky one is the one closest to the license plate, and I used the one that came in your tool kit to be able to access it. You're going to disconnect the OEM connectors. This is the left turn signal, this is the right turn signal, and then this is to the LED light on the license plate. And then you're just going to take out the left and right turn signal. All really simple. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to remove these 4 6mm Allen keys. These guys are a little bit tough, so I insist on using an actual 3/8 socket. It took me a little bit just to break it away, but these 4 bolts are next. And once you got it all removed, it just comes loose. There you guys go, there's the full assembly. Now for these 2 bolts up here, those are the longer 35mm ones, and down here are the shorter 30mm ones. As you can see, there's a little bit of a height difference that you can tell here, but this is how it kind of goes on. You have this direction with the spacers on top, the wires pulled through, and this. Eventually, it should sit like that. As you guys see here, I'm getting the washers and everything lined up. Now, these are very difficult to maneuver, so I have the bolt sitting on my tool here. You could use any hard surface really to rest it, to apply pressure, and I'm taking my 2 fingers and I'm simply rocking it back and forth to get it on, and eventually keep applying pressure, you'll get it on all the way. So don't let these kick your ass too much. That's essentially how I'm doing it and how it works.
The other side.
So basically, when you get all the wires tucked away up there, I used one zip tie in the kit to kind of collect them all up. Once you get them all tucked in there, you notice all behind there, you're not gonna be crushing any wires. You have the spacers. You're gonna tighten them up one by one just to make sure it all fits still. And then you're gonna keep tightening it down. There's the final product. It's pretty simple. Once you tighten everything down, this is gonna be all nice and flush up here. You'll barely be able to see those white spacers. And you just tighten down these last 4 bolts until it stops. And then you apply the license plate here. And if for whatever reason you need to access the bolt behind here, just loosen these bolts down and it will all drop down together. And for the wire clutter up through the top end, there isn't a whole lot of room in these seats, but there is enough room for the wires to be able to shove up right up in there. And if you're storing anything there originally, you should have the same amount of space as there was before, so you wouldn't have to worry too much about that. There they are, nice and bright. This is without the resistor, and I just have the emergency lights on this one. There's the left-hand turn signal and the right-hand turn signal. And there you guys have it, the new Rage Cycles Fender Eliminator kit on the Ducati 797.